One person was even living in a house with several other people who had been diagnosed, but they were told that the CDC is either so low on tests or out of tests that they can't be tested. They were told that they were presumed positive and to manage their symptoms at home and not to come to the hospital until they were basically dying. This is really bad because getting medical care at a hospital before you become deathly ill is one of the things that could prevent you from dying if you have coronavirus. So that is the current situation in the USA. It used to be just like a day ago or a few days ago that you couldn't get tested unless you had a known exposure to somebody who was known to be infected. Now the situation is you just can't get tested. If everybody ordered everything online and robots divided it up and the robots could scan each other at the groceries to make sure that they or the groceries weren't contaminated with coronavirus and the robots delivered groceries to everybody's door, that would stop the spread of coronavirus. The issue with grocery shopping is that there are humans involved. Humans put the groceries on the shelves. Humans touch all the groceries. If our society was like 50 years more advanced, 100 years more advanced, this would not have been an issue because we would already be at that point. We would already be at the point where robots deliver everything. We would already be at the point where robots can scan you and see what diseases you're infected with. We need to have robots, people. And we also need to have new hospitals built just for treating people with coronavirus.
Here's your coffee. Do you have any updates on the coronavirus?
Yes, I do. Late last night, I found out from people on Facebook that the CDC is apparently either out of coronavirus tests or so low on them that they're not willing to use them in almost any situation. Several people posted on Facebook in several different groups I'm in that they have known exposure to somebody with coronavirus. One person was even living in a house with several other people who had been diagnosed, but they were told that the CDC is either so low on tests or out of tests that they can't be tested. They were told that they were presumed positive and to manage their symptoms at home and not to come to the hospital until they were basically dying. This is really bad because getting medical care at a hospital before you become deathly ill is one of the things that could prevent you from dying if you have coronavirus. So that is the current situation in the USA. It used to be just like a day ago or a few days ago that you couldn't get tested unless you had a known exposure to somebody who was known to be infected. Now the situation is you just can't get tested. You're presumed to be infected if you have symptoms, despite the fact that the symptoms could be caused by something else, like something that could be very serious but treated with antibiotics. Honestly, the symptoms of coronavirus could mimic the symptoms of allergies, a common cold, the flu, normal pneumonia, meningitis, or even nothing, because some people have no symptoms. This is why I said a few videos back that the only way to prevent the spread of coronavirus in America was to test every single person. At least every single person who's going to go out in public anywhere. The rates of infection are still going up in Italy. People are getting onto their balconies and singing together. How close together are they on their balconies? Maybe they shouldn't even be allowed on their balconies. Maybe they need to stay inside their homes. People are still going to grocery stores in Italy. These are two ways that coronavirus is still spreading in Italy. It's spreading by people going out on their balconies and singing together and going to grocery stores. If everybody ordered everything online and robots divided it up and the robots could scan each other at the groceries to make sure that they or the groceries weren't contaminated with coronavirus and the robots delivered groceries to everybody's door, that would stop the spread of coronavirus. The issue with grocery shopping is that there are humans involved. Humans put the groceries on the shelves. Humans touch all the groceries. Do I want to buy this can of cat food or this can of cat food? This one is on sale for 39 cents. But are my cats going to like it? It's the pate kind. This one is 59 cents. It seems a little expensive, but it's a grain-free variety. That would be better for my cats. Am I going to get this one? Am I going to get this one? I'm not sure. I've decided on the more expensive one. Now I'm going to put this one back on the shelf. The paper label is now contaminated with coronavirus, possibly for days. The next customer comes along. They say, I don't want to buy the expensive one. I don't care if it's grain-free. I'm going to go for the cheap one. They're now contaminated. They hand it to the cashier. She scans it. She hands it back to them. The cashier is now contaminated. People either need to stop grocery shopping for a few weeks, meaning they have to have enough money to buy everything that they need for the next few weeks right now, or robots have to take over the processing and handling of groceries so humans don't have to be involved in the process of groceries getting to people.
Can a drone butcher a cow? I'm kidding.
Basically, if our society was like 50 years more advanced, 100 years more advanced, this would not have been an issue because we would already be at that point. We would already be at the point where robots deliver everything. We would already be at the point where robots can scan you and see what diseases you're infected with. We need to have robots, people. And we also need to have new hospitals built just for treating people with coronavirus. They're now saying that people in California can't go to the hospital unless it's a life or death emergency. But if you get hit by a car, puncture your lung, and you're bleeding out of your lung, which is a life or death emergency, you could catch coronavirus in the hospitals where they're putting people who might be infected in the waiting room with all the other patients, and catching it while you're recovering from that punctured lung could kill you. They need separate hospitals so our normal hospitals can still function. They're also probably going to shut down all the dentists in California. They probably should have actually done that already. Even though they haven't done that yet as far as I know, I'm definitely not going to the dentist right now. Even if I could find a dentist in Humboldt County, California that would see me, I'd be terrified to go because you don't know that he hasn't just put his face right next to somebody's face who's infected, his hands in the mouth of somebody who's infected, because they're not testing, so you don't know who's infected. So I have lost access to all of my normal health care, medical care, and dental care. I canceled my children's pediatrician appointments yesterday. One was supposed to be today. One was supposed to be in a few days. And they said that everyone has to wait in their car, and they're not having people wait in the waiting room anymore. I said, why don't you just cancel all of your well child checkups, like they do yearly checkups on well or healthy children, because well-looking, healthy-seeming children can still carry coronavirus. And they said, we're considering doing that, but we haven't decided to do that yet. The reason they haven't decided to do that yet is there have not been any cases of community transmission found in Humboldt County, California. But the reason there haven't been any cases of community transmission found in Humboldt County, California is that they are not testing people unless they have a known contact who's infected.
You know what we should do?
You can't find something if you're not looking for it. If they don't test people unless they have a known contact who's infected, they will never find a case of community transmission because they are not looking for it. I am now going to end my rant and drink my morning coffee. Please share this video with everybody that you know, everywhere in the world, and post it on all social media sites that you know of, including Facebook, Twitter, Reddit. I can't think of any others right now. What's the one that everybody in China uses?
I don't know.
I think it's WeChat. Anyway, people, please also watch my other videos. I've stopped making my normal content to keep you updated about the situation with coronavirus in America and the rest of the world. And also subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to help me out, you can help me out by donating money to me on Patreon or other sites, or ordering things off of my Amazon wish list. Although I'm not sure if all of those things are still there because of some confusing article I read saying that Amazon was going to stop shipping certain items that they normally ship so they could use their capacity that they had to ship the most important items, but the article was very unclear.
Toilet paper, high priority.
It said they were going to stop taking shipments from third parties to their warehouses unless they were essential household items or medical supplies. So I don't know if things like the canned cat food or eye medication for my cats on my wish list qualify as household items or medical supplies, but they might. Cat food is a household item. If they stopped selling cat food on Amazon and people couldn't go to the store, people would like freak out because that's where they thought they were going to get their cat food.
That was priority for cats.
Bye, people.